Hi, this is Katie Weeks, your independent, close to my heart maker, and today I'm going to share some cards that I made using Make It From the Heart, Volume 5, patterns 21 through 30. There's actually 10 cards that I'm doing, and I designed the layers in Cricut Design Space. And I cut those layers out from 3 different pattern papers. The papers that I use, I dug out some I think it was Holly and Ivy scrapbook paper, and I used that and some compliments that were part of the 'Tis the Season compliment pack, and I designed these cards. I'm actually doing a Christmas in July challenge in my virtual crop group, which is for my customers on Facebook. And so this has been really fun trying to make Christmas cards throughout the month of July. And this paper pack that's Holly and Ivy had a whole sheet of sentiments. So when I wasn't sure what I wanted on some of these cards, I just pulled out that big sentiment page and pulled off a sentiment that would fit on the spot that I had for my card. So it was really nice. So here I'm just lining up my stamp so that it will show through that circle that was cut out of the background paper, and stamping it. And I pulled out a whole bunch of old Christmas stamps that I had in my stash and just pulled out whatever would work and fit and would look nice on my cards. And I think I primarily stuck to candy apple and intense black ink. And these cards, I had already cut out the pieces on my Cricut Design Space. I know I put together 10 cards in, I think, less than an hour. So I recorded the process for most of these cards, not quite all of them, but they came through super, super fast. I also used some red shimmer trim and some silver shimmer trim. That just kind of dressed up the cards a little bit and gave them a little something something. And I really like how that turned out on these cards as well. Some of them I could have done more embellishing to, but I tried to keep it really simple so that you could see how quick these could come together. And mind you, 2 of the cards had designs where I stamped letters on the banners like this one, or on some circles on a later card. So if I wanted to make this the most efficient way possible, I probably should have brought the circles out of that other card kit and stamped all of them together, because I stamped the word Christmas in both instances and then just stuck a little sentiment strip that said Merry at the top of the card. But these came together. I used half of the shimmer trim strip to make little strings or something for those banners to hang from, and I think it turned out pretty cute. So have you started making your Christmas cards? I think I have 37 cards made so far for Christmas, and I certainly won't probably get all of my cards made in the month of July, but I'm going to have a pretty good start. So, once I'm back to school and teaching and doing all the things, and it's time for me to make some Christmas cards come the fall when things get really crazy, I'm going to have a really nice collection of cards, and it'll make it much quicker. I don't want to make all of them yet, though, because I know Close to My Heart will come out with some fabulous new products that I will just have to have, and I will want to make some of the new ones too. What I have tried to do for my Christmas in July challenge is make cards that are fairly flat as far as layers. Like, I did use some thin 3D foam tape on these cards, but they were not too elevated or bumpy. So all of the cards that I've made so far will be ones that mail very nicely without any extra postage. And so I think that'll be a big help as well. So here you see me assembling pattern 25, and I did not show the process for the last few cards, but I showed it for most of them. And you can see another easy card, another cute sentiment, and I stamped it in that black sentiment, or that black intense ink, so that the sentiment would really pop off of that red and white striped paper that I used across the middle of the card. Okay, for the next card, this one had quite a few little layers to it. So I layered them up as it was shown on the pattern, and then I think I just added a sticker from the compliments that were the 'Tis the Season compliments, and it gave it a nice pop, but you could still see a little bit of all of those layers. And then the next one is pattern 27. I love this pattern, but I'm always intimidated as to how to cut those pieces. And by designing it on Cricut Design Space, I just did a triangle and a rectangle and welded them together and did it for each of the sizes, and it was really easy. So I did the first one and then cut down the sizes for the other ones. So if you are in my Facebook group that is for absolutely anybody, it's for makers, it's for customers, it's for my VIPs, it's for anybody and everybody is welcome in there. And if you are in that group, it's called Kati Weeks CTMH Inspiration Station. Then there will be details about how you can get my Cricut Design Space file that I use to design all of these cards. You can cut it out of any papers, any cardstock. You just need 3 different papers or cardstock or colors or whatever you want. And these cards do not require any special Cricut collection or SVG. They are all basic shapes and they all coordinate to the exact patterns for Make It From the Heart Volume 5. If you are in that Facebook group, I will be posting about how you can get these this one Cricut Design Space file. So I hope you can join me over there. Of course, part of the process is liking this video, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. But I hope you've enjoyed them. Here's the last few cards that I assembled together, and then one nice look at all 10 cards that came together super fast. Like even cutting it on the Cricut, I think you could make it in an hour. So yes, if you enjoyed this, please give me a big old thumbs up, and certainly hit that subscribe button if you have not subscribed to my channel, and ring the bell so that you can get notifications of every crafty video that gets added to my channel.